How much passive income did I receive for the whole of 2023? In this video, I'm going to reveal how much I was paid from both dividend payments and premium bond prizes. And if you stay to the end, I'll reveal everything I've been buying and selling. Passive income is the money you make while you sleep. It takes time to get the ball rolling and nothing seems to happen at first. But if you stick with it, eventually the monster awakens and grows at an ever-increasing rate. I generate most of my passive income by investing mainly in the shares of UK companies who pay reliable dividends which I reinvest and hold for the long term. I make good use of a stocks and shares ISA, so all my dividends are tax-free. Before I look at the 2023 total, I'll reveal my passive income for December. But first I'm going to go back in time to the year 2009 when it all started. I began investing in January of that year, but in December I received dividends from Barclays totaling £44. In the following December this increased slightly to £45, and by December 2011 I had added a few more companies and got payouts from Persimmon and BP as well as Barclays. It was so motivating seeing these totals increase that I wanted to continue the journey to see where it took me. I wondered if it was possible one day to earn more through passive income than the wages of my day job. Now let's fast forward to 2023 to see firstly what I got paid this December. This is not investment advice and I'm simply showing you my own journey. On the 8th of December I received some passive income from Unilever. The share price is down 9.7% this year and the dividend yield is 4% spread over 4 payments. Dividend growth has looked very encouraging over the years with an upward trend. This month Unilever paid out a total of £300. If you want to know how much I hold in each company mentioned, then I've listed the totals in the video description. On the 19th, BP paid some cash to its shareholders. The shares are down slightly on the year. Dividends are paid quarterly and the yield is currently 4.8%. Historical dividends are a bit patchy as you would expect in a cyclical sector. This month BP paid out a total of £315. If you are finding this video useful, then please give that like button a quick tap as it really helps out the channel. Thanks. On the 20th of December it was the turn of Shell to reward its shareholders. The shares have risen in price this year by 8.4% and the yield is 3.9% spread over 4 payments. As Shell is also in the oil and gas sector, dividends can be somewhat volatile, but they are showing a recent upward trend. This month Shell paid out £330. On the 21st of December I received a present from HSBC. The shares are up 18.5% and they are another quarterly payer with a yield of 5.3%. Dividend history has fluctuated somewhat over the years and banks are also a cyclical sector. This month HSBC paid out £140. If you want to start your own dividend journey, you might want to consider trading 212, and if you sign up using a link in the video description, then we could both get a free share worth up to £100. On the 27th, an exchange-traded fund, VHYL, paid out a dividend. This global ETF gives you exposure to nearly 2,000 large to mid-cap companies from around the world who pay decent dividends. The share price is almost unchanged this year and a dividend yield is 3.5%. The dividends look fairly stable over recent years and this month VHYL paid out a total of £55. On the 29th, another ETF paid out, this time IUSA. This exchange-traded fund gives you exposure to the complete S&P 500, including some big names such as Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google and Johnson & Johnson. Here are more of the largest stocks you would have exposure to. The price of the ETF is up 11.6% on the year, and it pays a relatively low dividend of 1.3%. This month, IUSA paid me a dividend of £90. Also on the 29th, I received a payment from Imperial Brands. The share price is down nearly 13% this year. The dividend is fairly high at 8.1% spread over 4 payments a year. Dividend payments have remained fairly flat in recent years following an extended period of growth. This month Imperial Brands paid out a total of £240. Next up is the Renewable Infrastructure Group. This clean energy company specialises in wind, solar and battery storage technology. The shares are down nearly 14% this year, and the dividend yield is 6.3%. Dividend history is very stable. This December, Trig paid me a dividend of £45. Now for another exchange-traded fund. This one has the ticker code ISF and gives you exposure to the complete FTSE 100. The price is up slightly this year and a dividend is a respectable 4%. Dividend growth can be a bit variable, but it's an ETF I've had for several years, and this month it paid out a total of £170. And now we come to premium bonds. The price rate is currently 4.65%. There is one draw a month and you have easy access to your money. There is a chance of winning $1 million every month, and all winnings are tax-free. In the final month of the year, I received a total prize of £250. The bar on the left shows how much I would have expected to win with average luck and 50k invested. The bar on the right shows what I actually won in premium bonds this year. It's been a great 12 months, but I don't expect it to be this good every year. This graph shows the prizes I received each month. As you can see, it varies considerably. In January I won nothing, yet in August I had my best month ever with £755. Although the current prize rate is 4.65%, the average for the year was 3.8%. Despite this, I still managed to receive a prize rate of 6.15%, and it was all tax-free. Nothing is guaranteed with premium bonds, however, it's all a luck of the draw. And now for my overall passive income summary. The green bars on this graph show my monthly passive income from 2022, and the blue bars are for 2023. You can see that dividend income can vary considerably, but it does go up from year to year, as dividends are reinvested along with new money going in as well. The total for this December was £1,935. The bar on the left shows my total passive income for 2022, and the bar on the right is for 2023. Because I make good use of a stocks and shares ISA, all my passive income is tax-free. So of the £18,200, a total of around £15,000 came from dividends and £3,000 came from premium bond prizes. From just my share dividends alone, I'm currently receiving £1,235 a month tax-free. I find this graph my most motivational of all, and it shows average monthly dividends year by year from when I started in 2009. And as it's the end of the year, I've now added the 2023 bar to it. I'll shortly be revealing everything I've been buying and selling in December, but first a quick look at the FTSE 100 ex-dividend dates for the month ahead. 9 companies go ex-div in January, and if you hold these companies before the ex-dividend date, you are entitled to the dividend which will be paid to you on the payment date. As an example, I own shares in SSE, which goes ex-div on the 11th of January, and I'll be entitled to 20 pence for every share held, which will be paid to me on the 8th of March. Here are all the payment dates. 12 companies pay out in January, and I'll be expecting payments from GSK and National Grid. This screen shows the highest yields in the FTSE 100, with Vodafone leading the way at over 11%. With higher yields, there is a greater risk of a dividend cut and subsequent share price fall as investors become worried. The average yield of the FTSE 100 is 3.8%. And now for my purchases in December. I bought more shares in the chemical company Croda. The shares have fallen significantly this year, down over 23%. Not only do I see them as a bargain over the long term, but with the low dividend I can keep it outside the ISA. In the last month the shares are up over 11%. Could Croda be turning a corner? Only time will tell. Dividend growth is impressive, with the company raising the dividends year after year. I've also bought more Unilever shares as they are down nearly 10% this year, so I've been loading up with them while I can. A relatively new company for me is RELX, and I've added more to them in December. The share price is up 34% this year, and I'm buying into this momentum. The dividend growth record is impressive too. Another company I've bought more of is the London Stock Exchange Group. The dividend is low, which means even if I fill my ISA, I can carry on investing. As long as I don't exceed the non-ISA dividend allowance, there is no tax to pay. Although the dividend yield is low, only 1.3%, it's been growing nicely. A very good sign indeed. The share price is up an impressive 30%. I've also added more to my S&P 500 ETF. Again, it's another share I keep outside the IUSA because of its low yield. There have been no sales this month at all. I very rarely sell as I'm a buy and hold investor. Now, if you want to take a deep dive into my complete portfolio and how it's performed this year and since I started, then click this video here.